5 steps to unlock your potential and supercharge your impact, your influence, and your income. Step number 1 is to know. To know not just in your head, not just head knowledge, but to know in your spirit, to know in the deepest part of you. To know means to become aware of the essence of you. It is something that is already within you, and all that it takes is to become aware of it. You see, we were all created precisely. And to know means to become acutely aware of the way in which we were created, the reason for which we were created, all that we have within us. Knowing is very much like your pulse or your heartbeat. Take a moment and feel for your pulse or feel for your heartbeat. Notice how even though your pulse, your heartbeat is always there, until you consciously became aware of it, it's as if it does not even exist. Much in the way that our pulse is always there, moving with its constant rhythm and flow, much in this way, our spirit is constantly there, communicating with us. The truth of who we are is constantly trying to speak to us. We've all experienced moments of awareness and lucidity, but the key here is to be actively engaging that process of awareness, to constantly keep our awareness at the forefront of our consciousness. Before we talk about how we can go about being aware and staying aware, let's first talk about what exactly is it that we need to become aware of. What is this essence that I'm talking about? What is this essence that we're referring to? It is to know where you come from, that your source is God, that you are made of God stuff, that you are of divine origin. It is to know who you are specifically. For us, a name is just a name. It's just a name that we to refer to someone. But in ancient times, a name was actually derived from the purpose for which that person was born, the reason for their existence. Your name meant so much more. There was so much depth in a name, and this is part of what we're talking about in terms of the essence of who you are. It's to know why you are, and each and every one of us was sent here as a solution to a problem in the earth. Each and every one of us is a solution to a specific problem in the earth. And to know who we are is to know that we are that solution. It's to know what that problem is that we are here to solve. This is what you need to become aware of, that you are God's solution to a problem in the earth. And now you need to know what that problem is and that you were born to solve it. We need to become acutely aware of who our people are. You see, every single king was born to serve a people, and we need to know who our people are. We need to know who we were created to serve. These are the deepest parts of us. But we also need to be acutely aware of how we are equipped to be that solution, how we are equipped to solve that problem. What are the life experiences that we have had? What are the gifts that we can draw from those experiences? What are the lessons that we've learned? What are the relatable stories for those people that we serve? A lot of our experiences, they would have felt rough at the time, but each and every one of those experiences, each and every story of our life has equipped us to be that solution. We need to know what our strengths are, what our skill set is, what our gifts and talents are. We need to know what our passions are. What have you got within you? And then we need to become aware of how those elements work together, how they work together for our good and for the good of all of those people that we serve. We need to know how they come together to address the problem that we were born to solve. We need to know how they come together to present us as that solution. This is a knowing that comes from within and not from outside of us. Now let me give some practices that we can instill in our day-to-day that will help us to develop this sense of awareness. The first practice is to go into the secret place. Now the secret place is a space that's free from distraction, where you can be in solitude, a beautiful place, a comfortable place. And it's a place that we go with a posture of eagerness, of reverence, of eager anticipation. It's a place where we go with humility and openness. And we go into the secret place to listen and to decipher what is coming from within us and what has its source from outside of us, what has its source in our parents and our friends and the content that we've consumed over the years. What has its source from outside and what has its source from within? The second practice is to watch ourselves, to watch our actions, our behaviors, and to actually take note of how that feels in our body. Does it feel like it's weakening us? Does it feel like it's strengthening us? Does it make you stand up proud, or does it make you shrink? This is going to give us an indication as to what our value system is, as to what drives us and motivates us. The third practice is to investigate our emotions, especially those emotions that feel quite intense. And what we want to do is we actually want to take that emotion to the last why. What I mean by that is we want to ask the question of why we're feeling that way. What is the source of this emotion? And we want to take it all the way until we find the true root. And then remember that knowing ought to bring a sense of peace and a sense of joy. So step one is to know, and to know is to be aware of the depth of you.